From the darkest depths of the Arctic Circle emerges a terrifying cryptid whose very existence seems like a myth from around the frozen campfire. A shapeshifter who stalks the ice caves beneath Siberia, frozen in time, only to be awakened during intense magnetic storms. With translucent skin, glowing blue veins, a distorted humanoid face that is constantly shifting, and an eerie ability to mimic the voices of lost explorers to lure unsuspecting victims into the unforgiving cold. Could this creature be real, or is it simply a figment of our collective imagination? Join us as we delve into the world of this enigmatic being and uncover the secrets behind its chilling existence. Deep in the frozen wasteland of Siberia, where the sun barely peaks above the horizon in the winter, there exists a labyrinth of underground ice caves. These caves are not your typical icy caverns, but rather a realm where the laws of nature seem to be turned upside down. For it is here that strange things happen, and the boundaries between the physical and spiritual realms become blurred. For centuries, tales have been told of a terrifying cryptid that makes its home in these caves, a creature so elusive and mysterious that many believe it to be nothing more than a product of overactive imaginations. But those who have witnessed its presence firsthand will tell you that what they encountered was all too real. The first recorded sighting of this creature dates back to 1929, when a group of Russian explorers were charting the uncharted regions of northern Russia. As they ventured deeper into the Siberian wilderness, they stumbled upon an ice cave that seemed to beckon them with an otherworldly glow. Inside the cave, they encountered a creature of unimaginable horror, a grotesque humanoid form with translucent skin stretched taut over its bones, revealing the pulsating blue veins that coursed through its body. Its face was a twisted mockery of human features, constantly shifting and reforming before their very eyes. And as if that weren't enough to send shivers down their spines, the creature seemed to possess the ability to control the magnetic forces of the Earth itself, causing violent geomagnetic storms that disrupted their instruments and sent flocks of birds crashing to the ground in despair. Though they had come face to face with this terrifying creature, the explorers were unable to capture any definitive evidence of its existence, leaving their story open to ridicule and disbelief. In the years that followed, sightings of similar creatures began to emerge across Siberia, each one more bizarre and terrifying than the last. Some said they had seen entire armies of these creatures marching through the snow, their ranks stretching as far as the eye could see. Others claimed to have heard their unearthly cries echoing through the frozen waste. But perhaps the most disturbing accounts were those who reported seeing these creatures preying on humans, using their hypnotic powers to lure unsuspecting victims into the icy depths, never to be seen again. Despite the horrifying nature of these stories, they were largely ignored by the scientific community, dismissed as the product of folklore and superstition. It wasn't until the 1960s that serious attempts were made to study these cryptids, but even then, they remained frustratingly elusive, appearing and disappearing at will, and leaving behind no trace of their existence, save for the terrified whispers of those who had seen them. The truth is that these enigmatic beings, known as the Sheelings, or Sheelings, have captured the human imagination for centuries. They are said to be the spirits of ancient warriors who died in battle and were trapped in a state of limbo between the worlds of the living and the dead. Some believe they are malevolent entities that feed off the fear and despair of their victims, while others see them as tragic figures doomed to wander the earth for eternity. One of the most compelling aspects of the Sheelings' lore is their ability to taking on a variety of forms to prey on the fears and expectations of those they encounter. In some tellings, they appear as shadowy figures that can only be seen out of the corner of one's eye, while in others, they take on more concrete forms such as wolves, bears, or humanoid creatures with glowing blue eyes and skin like ice. The ambiguity of these descriptions has led some to dismiss the Sheelings as nothing more than figments of a collective imagination. However, those who believe in their existence argue that the similarities between different accounts are too great to be merely coincidental. Each sighting may be unique, but taken together, they paint a chilling picture of a creature that is both terrifying and deeply unsettling. The belief in the Sheelings' power over the natural world is another intriguing aspect of their lore. They are often depicted as being able to control the elements, causing blizzards, freezing temperatures, and other natural disasters to strike fear into the hearts of those around them. This ability to manipulate the forces of nature is a common theme in many cultures' myths and legends, and the Sheelings are no exception. Their power over the natural world is a reflection of their ability to tap into the raw emotions of humanity, using our fears and weaknesses against us. One of the most enduring images of the Sheelings is that of their ability to mimic the voices of loved ones to lure unsuspecting victims to their doom. This chilling tactic is a testament to the creature's intelligence and its understanding of human psychology. By imitating familiar voices, the Sheelings are able to trick their prey into a false sense of security, only to strike when their defenses are at their lowest. It's a cruel and manipulative trick, but one that has proven to be all too effective throughout history. The elusive nature of the Sheelings adds to their mystique and makes them all the more terrifying. Despite countless sightings, no one has ever been able to capture a clear image or specimen to prove their existence. They seem to appear and disappear at will, leaving behind only a trail of unanswered questions and terrified witnesses. It's this very ambiguity that has allowed the Sheelings to thrive in the realm of cryptozoology. Their existence is a matter of belief, and those who believe do so with a mixture of fascination and dread. The idea of a creature so powerful and elusive is both intriguing and terrifying, and it's this combination that keeps the legend of the Sheelings alive. The Sheelings are a fascinating and terrifying cryptid whose presence has been felt in the remote regions of Siberia for centuries. While their existence remains a mystery, the stories and legends surrounding them continue to captivate our imaginations and remind us of the unknown horrors that may lurk in the darkest depths of our world. As we continue to explore the world around us, it is important to keep an open mind about the possibility of the unseen and to approach the unknown with both curiosity and caution. Who knows what other cryptids may be hiding in the shadows, waiting to be discovered. Now let us talk about the recent news that an AI tool has supposedly revealed the location of the Sheelings' lair. Is it actually true? Well, it depends on who you ask. The thing is that there are a lot of theories out there about the Sheelings and their supposed connection to certain places in Siberia. But concrete evidence is hard to come by. That's why some people were pretty excited when an AI tool called Google Earth Engine was used to analyze satellite imagery of the region and identify a potential location for the Sheelings' lair. Proponents of the theory claimed that the AI had discovered a cave system that matched the description of the legendary ice caves where the Sheelings are said to live. They also pointed to unusual temperature and vegetation patterns near the caves as evidence of the Sheelings' presence. However, skeptics argue that there is no actual evidence that the Sheelings exist at all, let alone that they live in these caves. They also point out that the AI tool is not foolproof, and that other explanations for the unusual temperature and vegetation patterns could easily be found. So for now, the location of the Sheelings' lair remains a mystery. But one thing is for sure, the legend of the Sheelings will continue to capture our imaginations and terrify us with the thought of what might be lurking in the shadows. Thanks for watching. Do you think the Sheelings are real? Let me know in the comments below. And if you're interested in learning more about cryptids, check out my other videos. I've covered everything from the Loch Ness Monster to the Jersey Devil and beyond. So there's bound to be something for everyone. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time.